What up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. L. Davis, and I'm back with another video, and this time it is for a very specific reason. There have been some things said and some things done and some people coming at my boy, my homie, my cousin in my head, Chris Brown. For the past, 4 or 5 years, Chris Brown has been ridiculed publicly for a mistake he made at the age of 19 or 21 years old. I am sick and tired of these old-ass, irrelevant, never gonna get a hit again ass artists coming after Chris Brown in interviews, on Twitter, anywhere they can in order to stay and get relevant. Let me tell you one damn thing. Chris Brown made a mistake, a hell of a mistake. But at that age that most of you were or are going to be, at the age that I am now, 23, Chris Brown is only 1 month older than I am. If for the rest of my life, people held this one mistake against me, what kind of person do you think that is going to make him? You want to sit here, you want to call Chris Brown all sorts of woman beaters, all sorts of name and derogatory comments, but what are you doing? Don't become the person that you are bashing Chris Brown for being. Chris Brown has publicly apologized for the domestic violence and for the situation regarding Rihanna. Rihanna has publicly apologized, publicly accepted his apology, has worked with this man, has talked to this man. So why is it that you all, people, somebody that was not in that Lamborghini on that fateful night, why is it that you cannot get over a situation and a mistake that a 19 or 20-year-old made years ago? This is all prompted by Brian McKnight saying some irrelevant-ass comment about maybe he should beat his girlfriend so he can get a hit. Maybe he should rent a Lamborghini and beat his girl so he can get a hit. No, nigga. Maybe you should make some music that somebody wants to hear and then maybe you'll get a hit. Brian McKnight is all of 43 years old. Why don't you leave this 23-year-old boy alone? Because that's what Chris Brown is. He is still a young man. He is still a boy trying to make his way in this world, trying to be forgiven for his mistakes. And every time he turns the hell around, somebody has something to say about it. We're not asking y'all to let Chris Brown beat up on you. We're just trying to let y'all know that y'all need to forgive Chris Brown for what he has done because he has shown that he is remorseful. And if you say Chris Brown has an anger issue, if you say that Chris Brown is violent, why in the hell would you continue to do shit that would make Chris Brown upset? That's just like you want somebody to get off crack, but you keep giving them crack. This is my issue. You guys are acting like Chris Brown is just going down the street and just slapping random women. You guys are acting like Chris Brown is a habitual woman beater. You guys are acting like you never made a mistake. At the age of 19 or 20-year-old, a lot of y'all was sucking a lot of dick y'all shouldn't have been sucking. A lot of y'all was smoking a lot of shit y'all shouldn't have been smoking. A lot of y'all was stealing a lot of shit y'all shouldn't be stealing. None of it ain't right. And if y'all Christians and y'all say y'all believe in the Bible, then the Bible I read said that no sin is greater than any other sin. So that means that anything that Chris Brown did is just as bad or just as good as what you've done. So what y'all need to do is, y'all need to leave Chris Brown alone. All Chris Brown wants to do is make his music. All Chris Brown wants to do is dance his ass off. All Chris Brown wants to do is entertain. And he cannot do that with the constant bullying of his peers and the people that are older than him. And not for nothing, y'all supposed to be, y'all talking about y'all standing up for the victim, but what y'all doing is victimizing the victim again because Rihanna has said on countless times that she wants to get over this situation. So why in the hell do y'all continue to ask this woman about this ordeal over and over and over and over again? She has done multiple interviews about this situation. She has spoken out about this on multiple occasions. What else do you need to know? She got her ass beat in the car. She left the man that beat her ass. She moved on. He moved on. He did what he was sentenced to do. What else do y'all want from these two people? If there's anything y'all want from Rihanna, it needs to be for her to step her ass in a vocal coach room in a performing arts studio. If anything. But y'all honestly need to leave Chris Brown alone. Y'all are going to drive this man insane. Don't let Chris Brown be another Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston where they're ridiculed every day of their life while they're alive and nobody wants to pay homage to them until they are dead. Don't let Chris Brown be another failed talent that nobody gives their flowers to while they are alive because he made a mistake. Don't let Chris Brown be one of those people who only gets fans and supporters once he's passed because nobody wanted to forgive him for what he did when he was alive. If Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston have not taught you anything, it's to respect people, respect their mistakes, and respect their will and their want to be forgiven for their mistakes and to correct their wrongs. Because those were two people, Michael and Whitney, who spent their whole life trying to please everyone, and no one was pleased until they died. I'm talking some real shit now, because it's really pissing me off that there is this talent, there's this human being, there is this our brother in Christ who made a mistake, who is constantly going through emotional turmoil because people can't get over a situation. It's not funny anymore. It's more than just about music now. It's about somebody's life. It's about just like when Fantasia, when y'all sat and ridiculed her and she sat in her closet and tried to take her life, y'all are messing with real people's lives now. Now, don't get me wrong. I talk a lot of shit on Twitter. I say anything that comes to my mind about people professionally. If your song sucks, I'll tell you your song sucks. If you had a whack performance, I'll tell you you had a whack performance. But I don't ever comment on somebody's personal life because these people did not sign up to be role models. They did not sign up to be posters. They did not sign up to be billboards. They signed up to be entertainers. And as long as you entertain and you do it well, I ain't got nothing to say. So y'all sit here and y'all ridiculing these people, these young people. And it's not just Chris Brown and Rihanna. Like I said, it's Fantasia. Y'all did the same thing with Britney Spears. Britney Spears trying to shave her damn head off. Y'all did the same thing to Whitney Houston. Y'all did the same thing to Michael Jackson. And that's just a few. That's just who I'm thinking off the top of my head. Lindsay Lohan. Y'all leave these people's personal lives alone because it's not a joke. It's not a game when somebody wants to take their life. It's not a game when somebody is driven to drugs and addiction because of the things people are saying about their personal life, because of who they've chosen to marry, or because who they've chosen to be in a relationship or go back to. That's not funny. That's far beyond Billboard. That's far beyond blogging. That's far beyond anything. That's real life. That's the life that the Lord has given you, and you people are chastising people's lives. And like I said, I'll say anything about your album sucking, about you choosing the wrong single, or I'll say anything about your professional life. I mean, that's your job. It's just like giving you a job review, a 60-day review. I'll say that. But as far as people making mistakes, as far as people in their lives and how they live, we honestly, we have to stop before it's too late. Y'all need to leave Chris Brown. This boy is 23 years old and y'all be treating him like he's a 57-year-old man. Chris Brown is my age. I could not imagine having to wake up every day and seeing some of the tweets and seeing some of the interviews. Brian McKnight is old enough to be Chris Brown's father. Why the fuck does he know who Chris Brown is? Like, if anything's offensive, is Brian McKnight in 2012 still wearing a Jerry curl? If anything's offensive. And that's just how I feel, and that's how I'm always going to feel. So leave Chris Brown alone. Leave Rihanna alone off of the stage because the woman can't sing or perform to save her life. See, that's what I'll say. Because that's the truth. I mean, that's the truth. I like to tell the truth. Everybody to the whole truth, don't nothing but the truth, so help me God. But at the end of the day, the message and point of this video is leave Chris Brown alone before it's too late. I don't want to have to be coming back to y'all saying rest in peace Chris Brown or even rest in peace Rihanna. I don't want to have to say that. But the chastisement and the way that you treat these people is only leading down that road, a road that we've seen so many times before. So leave Chris Brown alone. Let that boy make his music. Let that boy dance. And let that boy lip sync if he want to lip sync. That boy be dancing his ass off. Leave Chris Brown alone.